Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Playground Sessions YouTube channel. I'm Phil and I'm excited because we've partnered up with The Theorist. We're going to be taking some of his music, putting it in our interactive app, breaking it down for you guys here on our YouTube channel. If you want to learn how to play The Theorist music, you now have a partner in Playground Sessions. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to play his intro from his arrangement of Lovely by Billie Eilish and Khalid. And that section sounds a little something like this. 1, 2, here we go. Alright, there's 100%. That score popped up in our interactive app, the Playground Sessions app. And by the way, we're doing a free trial right now where you can try the app for 30 days, no payment up front, no strings attached. Tap this card above if you want to check out the app and get that free trial going. But in the meantime, stick with me here in this video because I'm going to break down The Theorist's arrangement here. One hand at a time, we're going to do it slowly. We're going to talk about the notes, the rhythms, the fingerings, and the hand positions. We're going to do it all. So let's get started with the right hand first. First, let's talk about the key signature and the scale that we're using to play this song. I see 1 sharp in the key signature, that's F sharp. That means we're in the key of either G major or E minor. Our time signature is 4/4, which means 4 beats per measure. Now, our first note is an E just above middle C. We're going to play it with our second finger, and then we play a G with our 4th finger, and we're going to toggle between those notes quite a bit in this section. So do that a few times with me just to warm up a little bit. You can start slow. And the reason I'm doing it with my 2nd and 4th finger instead of some of my stronger fingers, maybe 1 and 3, is because later in this section, we're going to need our thumb to be able to reach down, and we're going to need our pinky to be able to reach up. So you could say that our master position for this hand, for this section, is a B octave. And we're going to be doing stuff in between. So I'm going to walk you through each one of these notes, and we're going to focus on the rhythm a little bit later. For now, we're just talking about notes, fingers, hand positions. So I mentioned 2 on E, 4 on G. We're going to toggle back and forth. There's measure 1. Measure 2, same thing. E, G, E, G, E, G, E, G. Now look down to the next measure, measure 3. Here, our right hand splits into double duty. In other words, we're playing 2 parts with one hand. Our thumb reaches down and plays a whole note B, while the top of our right hand continues to play that E to G toggle pattern. And in the next measure, we're tying over our thumb on that B, continuing with this right hand pattern. But here, in the second half of this measure, it changes. Our pinky now reaches up to a high B, still holding down that thumb. And then we come back down, back to G, E, G. So let's just go over measure 3 and measure 4 one more time. We play our thumb on a low B, 2 on E at the same time. Then they toggle on top while the thumb holds. Next measure, and 2, and high B, back to G, back to E. Okay, moving on. Next measure, we get rid of our thumb note. We're back to a single roll here for the right hand. Still playing E, Gs. But in the next measure, thumb on D and 2 on F sharp. Don't forget the key signature. So we'll do 1 and 2 and then we can see here our pinky reaches up again to that high B. Then we're right back down to F sharp, D, F sharp. Okay, so measure 5 and 6 again goes like this. Down to D, F sharp, D, F sharp, B, F sharp, D, F sharp. We're going to play that last one with our 3rd finger because in the next line down, we're back to our double duty for the right hand. 1, or thumb, on low B, and 2 finger on E. Same time. And then we're toggling again while the thumb holds. Next measure. B, G, E, G. Next measure. 2 on E, 4 on G. Same as before, but this time we're changing up the pattern. Now we're going 2 on E, 1 on D, 3 on F sharp, 1 back to D, 2 on F sharp, 5 on B. Next measure, F sharp, D, F sharp again, and then we have this familiar pattern, B, F sharp, D, F sharp. So let's take a look at the last 4 measures again, this bottom line. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Keep holding that thumb. 2 and 3 and 4. And next measure. 2, D, F sharp, D, F sharp, B, F sharp, D, F sharp, F sharp, B, F sharp, D, F sharp. If that feels like a lot to bite off all at once, please pause and rewind and play back and walk through it with me again. But if you're ready to move on and look at some of these rhythms in a little bit more of a timing context, then why don't I bring up the backing track, but we'll do it at the slow speed. So the slow speed is a little more than half of the speed of the full tempo. We'll do it there first and feel comfortable there. Then we'll move on to full tempo, and by then we'll have this right hand part down. By the way, I should mention that the theorist does not have a backing track that he plays behind. His arrangements are for solo piano, which means to just play on your own by yourself at the piano. So if you guys want to do that, I encourage you to do the same. And if you're playing in the app, you can toggle on and off the backing track by hitting that button next to the microphone icon. It looks like 3 people sitting there. That is like the band icon. That's your band. You can hit that button to turn it off and play just solo piano as the theorist intended for. But here we're going to try it now at the slow speed with the backing track, and that goes a little something like this. 1, 2, set, go. All right, there we have it. So now when you're ready, let's speed it up to full tempo. 1, 2, set, go. Hey, all right, there's 100% for the right hand. So we got a big chunk of this done now already. The left hand part is significantly easier than that right hand part. So why don't we go ahead and jump right into the left hand, and then we'll be in the home stretch to put the hands together. Ready? For this part of this section, we're just playing octave roots in the left hand. We've got a C chord, octave Cs. We've got an E minor chord, octave Es, and a B minor chord, octave Bs. The first 2 measures, we're just resting in this section while the right hand does this on its own. Okay, measure 3, we come in with that C major 7. We're going to hold it, tie it to the next measure. So it's a whole note tied to a whole note. Then we jump up to Es for 1 measure, down to Bs for 1 measure. And then that same progression repeats. C for 2 measures, Es for 1 measure, and then B's for 1 measure. So I think we are ready to jump into this at the full tempo. You guys ready? 1, 2, 3, start with rest. And here we go. Start with C, up to E, down to B, same thing. All right, excellent job. That one was way less difficult than the right hand, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. It's still pretty tricky to put these together, but I'm going to be there for you, walking you through every step of the way. Now guys, something I should mention is that at the very end of this section, in the theorist's performance of it, which you can find by tapping this card above, that's his own performance video of his own arrangement that I'm breaking down for you now. At the end of this section, you can see that he slows things down a little bit before starting the next section. Now, I encourage you guys to play around with that stuff. Once you've got the hands together and you can get 100% on this in the app, I encourage you to add some feeling and emotion to it. That technique is called rubato. He plays a little bit of rubato at the end of this section. That means push and pull with the tempo, but really at the end of the phrase, we're pulling it back. We're slowing it down. Okay? I encourage you guys to watch his cover and try to imitate some of that expression that he's putting into the music. For now though, when we're playing in the app, we want to keep our timing nice and even as we're learning this section. All right, so let's put these hands together. 1, 2, set, go. All right, way to go. There we have it at the slow speed. We've got one step left, and that's to speed it up to full tempo. But when we're done with that, let me remind you one more time. Tap this card above. It says, "What are you waiting for?" Because we want you guys to try this interactive app, the thing that's turning my notes green when I play them right, the thing that's popping up the score, giving me 100%. You can try the theorist music in there. There's a whole bunch more too. There's courses, there's boot camp lessons. There's all sorts of songs from all decades and all genres for you guys to check out. So take advantage of that free trial. But for now, let's wrap this video up together. Here we go. 1, 2, here we go. Yes, we did it. 100% across the board. We now have this section down. We've got the intro down. And now we're ready to move on to the verse, which you can find in the interactive app. You can also listen to the theorist's cover on his channel. Check him out. He's awesome, and we're so happy to have partnered with him here at Playground Sessions. All right, guys, until the next time, I'm Phil. Keep on practicing. The features you saw on screen today can be at your fingertips with the Playground Sessions app. Co-created by music legend Quincy Jones, Playground teaches the piano with interactive feedback and gaming features, all while using your favorite songs. All right, guys, I'm Phil. Hit subscribe so I can see you for the next video.